Imagine a word uttered in prayers worldwide, a word so ancient it echoes through the annals of time, connecting disparate cultures and distant lands. Amen, a seemingly simple conclusion to supplications, yet harboring secrets of profound significance, its roots stretching back to the sun-drenched sands of ancient Egypt. This enigmatic word, often considered a mere linguistic artifact, unveils a mesmerizing narrative of cross-cultural exchange and hidden truths, challenging conventional historical narratives and unlocking the doors to a forgotten past. Amun-Ra's Western origins. In the heart of Egyptian mythology lies the deity Amun-Ra, the sun god worshipped fervently at Thebes, whose name carries dual meanings of Western and underworld. Delving into the hieroglyphics of Amen, we uncover a rich tapestry of symbolism linking ancient Egypt to the megalithic temples of England and Ireland, suggesting a profound transcontinental exchange of religious and cultural ideas. As we traverse through the corridors of history, we confront entrenched scholarly resistance, but also the tantalizing possibility that Egypt's civilization owes its genesis to the ancestral lands of the Western Hemisphere. Through a journey shrouded in mystery and intrigue, we confront suppressed truths and redefine the boundaries of academic inquiry, ultimately unveiling the obscured connections between Egypt and the distant lands of the West. To this very day, Christians end prayers with the word Amen. This word is Egyptian, for sure, and it referred to the most ancient sun god, Amun-Ra, primarily worshipped at Thebes. Interestingly, however, the word Amen from Amentet meant western or western side. It also refers to the shadowland or underworld, that is, to the realms of the dead. This symbolism arose not only from the fact that the sun perceptibly sank into darkness in the west, but from the racial memories of what had occurred in the northwestern lands that had once been veritable wastelands of death and decay. So the very name of the chief solar god of Egypt actually signified the ancestral lands of the Western Hemisphere, unveiling the shared mysteries of megaliths and Egyptian temples. The hieroglyph for Amen was a straight vertical pole, like the capital letter I, topped with a small sun disk with rays. This revealing hieroglyph of Amen was also known as Men, meaning monument, mountain, or simply block of stone. It is suggested that this glyph referred to the ancestral homelands in the West that housed the great and distinctive megalithic temples of stone that stood vertically in the way described by the Egyptian Amen hieroglyph. As scholars of Celtic history will be quick to discern, the image of the sun rising above a tall ithyphallic stone perfectly describes the spectacle occurring to this day at many solar temples in England and Ireland, specifically at Stonehenge and the New Range. At Stonehenge, the sun rises above the famous heel stone. The word heel comes from Hele, or Helios, meaning sun. The hieroglyphic expressed that Amen, the sun god, and his priesthood and worshipped originated in Western lands. That these lands were the end place, where the sun god rested every evening, was the reason why prayers ended with the word Amen, to signify termination. One of the words for prayer was horizon. That clearly resembles horizon. Again, the reference is to both geography and astral theology. To consider that the Amen hieroglyphic should connote the ancient megalithic sun temples of England and Ireland is not so strange once it is realized that Stonehenge and other important British sites have conclusively been shown to be geometrically and geomantically aligned to the Great Pyramid of Giza. We surmise that certain prime megalithic sites of Britain are also aligned with Egyptian temples, and that the secret theosophy of Irish Druidism was central to the theology of Theban Amenists, as well as to the sun priests of Lower Egypt. The Egyptians simply duplicated the solar symbolism and geometric principles of the Western megaliths with their Great Pyramid. Amen, the sun, rose above their mountain of stone at Giza in the same way as it did in the original Western homelands of Amen. Redefining historical narratives, West-East cultural exchange. Those who still find it possible or far-fetched to suppose that Egyptian religion and culture were influenced by foreigners from Western lands should bear in mind that historians have already accepted that Western Indo-Europeans, or Aryans, contributed cultural elements to northern India. They should bear in mind that the Muslims of Persia and Yemen brought to India highly sophisticated cultural elements as they established their Mughal dynasty, and that Buddhism, born in India, moved eastward to dramatically influence and enrich Chinese culture. They had best remember the fact that during the early centuries of the Christian era, up until the Middle Ages, Chaldean monks traveled throughout Europe from Ireland in their capacity as educators of nobility. Yes, Marco Polo could travel to China, as all agree he did. Abaris could make his way from Ireland to the Athenian school of Pythagoras, and Apollonius of Tyana could travel to India to locate the schools and ashrams of the Brahmins, and the ancient Irish Scots could travel eastward and settle in Scotland, giving that country its distinctive name. Such cases are not doubted. But bring up the question of traversal in the opposite direction, and one is met with a wall of resistance, as if one has contradicted or challenged one of society's most unviable taboos. It has taken centuries for academia to begrudgingly entertain even this simple, provable idea, although ultimately it is still tantamount to academic hearsay to pronounce Egypt to be the cradle of civilization and the originator of Christian theology. Nonetheless, academics will sooner muse over and ratify commerce from east to west than it will endorse traversal from west to east. Indeed, this rarer kind of speculation, asserted first by Commons Beaumont, Anna Wilkes, and Connor McDarry, is quite taboo. Regardless, the reason why pharaohs and pharaohs' daughters are found interned in the far-off land of Ireland is because Ireland was an ancestral homeland to which they were returning. It was from there their forefathers had come from, bearing the knowledge that enabled Egypt's fine civilization to form, and which initiated the construction of the Great Pyramid and Sphinx. No other agency, not even an Egyptian one, can rationally claim responsibility for their construction. These great edifices stand unclaimed. The world endures a mystery concerning their origins and marvels at their majesty. But again, here we submit that the mystery exists in lieu of the truth that should be known had it not been suppressed. The claimant now stands in the shadows of history rather than in the spotlight. Men have been conditioned to look for answers in the wrong places. When we look to the right places and to the right history, we will have our answers, but not before. The Druidical religion prevailed, not only in Britain, but likewise all over the East. Edward Vaughan Keneally, Book of God. And so, as we conclude this journey, we invite you to ponder the mysteries unveiled. The enigmatic connection between Egypt and the Western Hemisphere beckons us to reconsider the history which we are taught to know versus what has been uncovered and proven. Share your thoughts. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and join us again on our quest for knowledge. Together, let us unravel the mysteries of the past and illuminate the path to a more profound understanding of our shared human heritage. Until next time.